excited. On screen right now, you'll be able to actually see the map load out, and it's an interesting map. We're going to take you guys through it. Cannot wait for this, and we're actually going to be playing Exo Zombies again later on in the live stream, so do not go anywhere. I'm going to hand it back to the Codcasters. Get ready for this game so that we can jump into the action straight away and hopefully get to a high round, so let's hand it over to them.
This isn't good.
We need a plan.
All right, it is time to get this underway. We're going to see at least 15 minutes of Zombies gameplay here. And, you know, we've got this collective team. As we said, it's being captained by a.k.a. We have some celebrities in our midst joining him in this battle too. And as we said, this is a whole new ball game now. We've got a brand new take on Zombies. It's Exo Zombies. There's going to be boost jumping dead.
Absolutely. I don't know how this works because obviously Exo Zombies, it has so many rounds, this could go on forever. I don't know obviously if we're going to have a 15-minute time slot, more than likely, which is going to be good. Just so you do know, guys, we've got Jason Punch, an English professional footballer who plays for Crystal Palace, joining a.k.a, but also teammate and winger as well for Crystal Palace is Wilfred Zaha. So the chemistry's there already for them, Rel. Surely they'll be able to do well.
Oh yeah, and we've got Dalit JD, a big member of the Call of Duty community, YouTuber in himself. And this is going to be interesting now to see how they all work together. So what we are going to do is keep on board now with the executive. It is Mr. Khan, played by Bill Paxton. Actually, this is one of the brilliant things that I love. They've got all these professional actors in here. We have Lilith, the IT specialist, Rose McGowan. We have Oz, the maintenance man, John Malkovich. As we say, Mr. Khan, the executive by Bill Paxton. I want to highlight we've got Decker, the security guard, John Bernthal. You guys probably know him as Shane from The Walking Dead. I'm a massive fan of The Walking Dead, so it's great to actually see him in Call of Duty.
Yeah, in action and actually killing zombies. How amazing is that? He's done it before in film, in obviously The Walking Dead. Now he's a character on Call of Duty, Exo Zombies. Just to let you know, we've jumped on board with the security guy, also known as Decker. Played by Shane from The Walking Dead, also known as Wilfred Zaha.
Well, this is it. I mean, we're just watching some of this gameplay now by Zaha, and he's trying to get through the doors. He needs to rack up a few more credits if he's going to be able to do that. And we actually saw, this is a new twist as well, I've got to actually get the exosuits first. They don't start off as default with them. You know, you're not just going to find these guys walking around the street with exosuits on. So they have to actually unlock them, and that brings, again, a new element. They've got to work together as a team collectively so that they can unlock these abilities, because they are going to need them. If the zombies have exosuits, then the players are going to need them too.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see him, he just can't really reload his shotgun. There's too many zombies coming at him. As you can see, they are going quite slow at the moment. I'm excited to see how fast these guys get.
Well, the Bulldog is, of course, a really important gun to be using at the initial stages of zombies here. It's so powerful. It can shut down huge hordes of zombies, and it's a very defensive weapon. You can kind of just strafe backwards and fire such powerful ammunition into the enemy. We can see him kind of crawling towards him here. Fortunately, at this current stage, it doesn't look like the zombies have those exosuits on. I can't really say the same for the fine gentleman stood in front of this casting desk. There is actually a dead zombie right in front of us with an exoskeleton. It's kind of intimidating. Momo.
Yeah, the guy's about 7'4" and he's staring me right in the eye. Just so you can understand, obviously, the gameplay and what's going on, you can see in the middle left-hand side of the screen, obviously, the characters, how much points they've got, and this, obviously, equivalents to basically how much they can spend on new guns. You can see here, obviously, buying a new gun off the wall. That's the AMR9. They have got 4 frag grenades in the bottom right, so it's just kind of walking you through what's going on, and in the top left, you can see what round they're on, which is round number 4. They're doing very well.
All right, well, let's not forget, not only is Exo Zombies a new feature, but as we all know with the zombie series, they do come with additional guns, additional twists, and one of the new guns that's going to be featuring in Exo Zombies is the Cell 3 Cauterizer. It's a triple-barrel sawed-off energy shotgun. I mean, when I just throw all that into one sentence, you can just listen to how devastating that gun sounds.
Absolutely. Now, what on earth? We've just switched player here. We've joined Mr. JD. He has got the crossbow.
Yeah.
What about this, Rel? I mean, this is something that's probably very deadly, as you can see in films and stuff. If one of these crossbows goes straight through a zombie's head, this is going to end badly for them.
Well, of course, and it's firing those explosive rounds. Oh, he's just got to watch out there not to shoot his teammate. That could have backfired greatly for him. But it's actually a really useful gun on zombies, you know. Maybe not something you'd be using in the later rounds, but in these initial rounds, if you can pop one of those crossbows into an enemy zombie and they're in a big crowd of people, they're just going to explode everyone.
Absolutely. Now, you guys at home, you'll have to understand, obviously, the guys playing it here, it's all new to them. They don't know where how to unlock weapons. They don't know how to unlock anything else. This is something that people will going to have to play quite a few times to familiarise themselves with. But one thing that I can say is they're working well as a team at the moment. And you can see here in the top left-hand corner, the microphones are going crazy, so they're obviously communicating very well. As you can see there, the guys playing very concentrated, very collective. We've jumped back on board with a.k.a. here. Still got his pistol, Rel.
Yeah, man, I've got to say, I do love this kind of casual vibe that we've got here, where they're actually playing with each other. Very nice and relaxed, just reclining on the couch, having a good time, and that's what Call of Duty is all about. I mean, we've got this competitive edge to it, but at the end of the day, it's such a fun and enjoyable game to play, and especially with things like this. I mean, as we've said before, we've played zombies many a time, and when it comes to Exo Zombies, I can see both you and myself, me and yourself, sinking many hours into this.
Yeah. Now, what is that, Rel? I can't justify calling that a dog. I don't know what that is.
That alien, that being that's charging straight at him with them glowing eyes.
That evil creature with the yellow eyes jumping at him. I don't know how long a.k.a. can last with just his pistol. There's a couple, and it looks like he needs to reload. His teammate came in to save him there. That is brilliant. Now, let's jump on board with someone else. You can see they're in action with the Call of Duty headsets on. They've got all the gear here, so they should be able to pull off a good score.
Oh, there's no excuses now. I mean, this is the time to really step up. They want to make the mark very early on here. The dog kind of getting a bit confused, and we can see Decker taking full advantage of that. I just love this guy. I mean, we saw in the actual trailer there how realistic the graphics were, and it's so lifelike when you actually see these actors' faces. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I mean, you can just jump into this game, and you can recognize who they're actually from just from the faces. That's the good thing. I think it really gives it a personal touch that you can jump on board with a real live person.
Someone you can relate to.
And what I would like to point out here, the points on the middle left of the screen, all very equal, doing very well here. And those, obviously, they've got to buy ammo, they've got to unlock doors, they've got to do all kinds of things with that. But I think they're working very well. At the moment, they're quite close together. I think they're figuring out the map at the moment. It's all new to ourselves as well.
Well, this is it with Exo Zombies. It's one of these things where you're going to have to work as a team. You can't go lone wolf on this. You need to help your teammates. You need to be able to revive them if they go down. And at the end of the day, I mean, if you compare this to a real-life situation, you're going to do best if you actually stick as a team. We are actually seeing some of the players finally picking up exosuits as well. They have managed to go and unlock them. I think Decker just got one there. So that's going to come in really useful for him. I'm just dreading the moment when a horde of Exo Zombies start charging at them, because I mean, we discussed this earlier with the previous zombies that might just crawl towards you in a slow and sluggish manner. These Exo Zombies are going to be dashing, they're going to be darting, there's going to be no way to align them, and it's just going to make it so difficult and bring this whole new element into the game. Yeah,
absolutely. You can see we're jumped on board here with Rose McGowan, the IT specialist called Lilith, the only female of the group, but she's holding her own by all means. Taking the high ground. I think this is quite sensible whilst they haven't got their Exo abilities as the zombies, but obviously this isn't going to help them when they do.
Oh yeah, I mean, with a game like this, you want to be picking up as many points as you can in these early rounds, so you can afford to kind of take it slow. You can afford to kind of just sit in one place and almost turret against the enemy zombies, but it's going to get very difficult very soon, as we've said. At some point where you're going to see the floodgates open and a horde of Exos. Here they come. This is what I was talking about. That crossbow can be very useful if they're all packed close together.
Yeah, obviously when you shoot it into a zombie, it does stick there. The Exo zombie just takes it straight in the stomach, and anyone around him is going to take damage as well. So this is kind of a real team effort, and this is on the security guard. I believe it's Oz that we jumped on board. Sorry, the maintenance man.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? I'm absolutely loving this. I kind of just want to go over there and take one of the controllers and start playing myself. It's almost hard to watch because I want to be part of it. So straight away when I get back, I'm getting straight into this downloadable content. We can see now, as we said, they're trying to figure out this map, and this is a great opportunity for you guys back home to actually see what this map's about before you even actually have to play it. So be sure to be making a few notes here of what's what and what's going where. We've already seen the fact that you have to get those exoskeletons separately later in the game, so that's something to bear in mind. You don't start off with them. And here we go. Let's switch over to a different player. We're on with Khan, the executive.
The executive, as you said. What we haven't seen, Rel, is the Cell 3 Cauterizer, I believe it's called. It's a triple barrel sawed-off energy shotgun. I mean, is there anything more exciting than a triple barrel sawed-off energy shotgun?
Oh, it's crazy. And I mean, the animation that's on it as well, you guys have probably seen the trailer already, but it kind of fires an individual cell and then it rotates the end. It's not just like a standard double barrel shotgun. This is a thing of the future, and that's what I love about Advanced Warfare. There we go, picking up an Exo ability. This is the thing I love about Advanced Warfare, all the guns and all the elements of the game. The art, of course, set in the future, but it's things that are believable, the things that you can accept and see coming at some point. And when you see these kind of guns, it's pretty scary to actually witness them in use.
Yeah, it looks like Ali is having a bit of trouble. He's ran out of ammo. He has got an extra ability. I don't think he knows what exactly to do. I don't think punching the machines will give you a gun, Ali. But I believe it's going to have to just switch onto someone else. Let's get on board with someone with an actual gun. I believe they're going for the ARX-160. He's got some ammo. He's going to be shooting a few exo zombies. And this is Decker, as we said.
Yep, there we go. Watch out for those lasers so we can see now the traps coming into place. This is something that I think is going to be very, very important on Exo Zombies, the traps, because, of course, I mean, you can see yourself, this map looks very open. There's so many doorways. There's a lot of alleyways. On the previous zombie tiles, it was, you know, you could kind of align them quite easily, but there's too many entrances here, so you have to get these cut-offs. And those laser things, I love them. I mean,
it looks like it's taking damage.
It's going to rip those zombies apart, and we are seeing one of the players going down here. It is Decker is in trouble, and this is why Exo Zombies is going to be so heavily team-based, because he's completely reliant now on one of his teammates to come and save him. He's bleeding out, and he needs help. Yeah,
he's doing what he can with his little pistol on the floor. This is Wilfred Zaha, who needs his help. He needs his teammates to come and help him. It looks like we've got a couple of people down. Could this be the end for this squad, Rel?
Yeah, well, they're trying to revive each other. Let's quickly switch over to somebody else and see if it's going to be possible to actually get them back up. And I think they've just about pulled it off. You know, they were in a really, really sticky spot there, but they just kind of clumped together. We had one person covering one person doing the reviving of the two down people.
Yeah, that was actually Jason Pudgeon reviving his own teammate. I'm sure he'll have to say something after the game to him there. But that was actually great. You know, great teamwork. If you go down, you